What do you get?
Recording, and here we go.
MBC.
What do you get when you put two Minnesotans and a guy from Wisconsin together? Twist. The week in sports talk. Get ready for some sports chatter where there's sure to be laughing, arguing, and maybe even crying. Now, here are your hosts, Mike Reeves, Matt Benz, and Greg Green Bay Bauman.
Here we go.
Oh, I thought you were going to do some grand gesture.
Well, no, it's for those of you watching, this is the first time we've had a show in a while. And the reason is, for those of you who pay attention to the Facebook page or whatever, our number one fan passed away. My dad, the Chief, passed away September 13th. In fact, it's kind of surreal because the last correspondence I had with him was his typical Saturday morning text saying, "What time is the show?" He was our biggest fan, and there wasn't even a close number two. From the time that we had episode 1 on this show, he was texting all of us, wanting to come on the show, wanting to do, a segment related to whatever it was. It turned out to be high school football, but so it's he's watching from the big podcast in the sky, and I know that it's. It was weird this morning not getting a text from him, knowing that we were going to be doing a show, but he probably knew before we did what time the show was going to be.
I thought about that right away this morning.
Yeah. I don't when
you just get used to him over the years.
Yeah. So it is what it is. So this episode, I'm wearing one of his many old high school football sweatshirts, but I'm sure that we'll have plenty of references to him throughout the show.
Oh, I'm sure we will. Yeah, episode 72, titled "The Chief."
So, and Matt can't make it because he thought he got bit with the COVID.
He's got the immune system of a baby.
I know.
He messaged us, Tevin, and he's like, "Yeah, Taylor had a cough yesterday, and I think I got that." Like, are you fucking serious?
I know.
Like, you just walk into, don't go to the hospital ever if you just catch anything. Like, I was fine on my side with you and Becky. It's like, no, probably not. That's probably smart. But it's like, I can't, I'm like a brick wall.
Yeah.
I can't get sick or, anything. But
it's funny though, because you're right. He's the only person I know that takes this regiment of vitamins.
Right.
And then he even got some vitamin infusion the other day.
Oh, he did. That's right.
And now
that's probably how he got sick. I told you it was a scam.
Yeah. It's I don't know. He's just a walking petri dish of disease.
Yeah. So just GBG and I, it's going to be a great show. Like I said, episode 72, The Chief. All the episodes are brought to you by Bricks Boatworks. Get your boat in. Get it winterized. It's getting chilly, Twist Nation. So get in there. You see this hat?
Bricks.
There you go. I told him I was going to focus on it. There's the Minnesota Dock and Lift. The water's going to freeze soon, so not much about that. But Bricks Boatworks.
You know what they need to do is, or maybe they do. You can get those little devices that you put in docks so you don't have to pull them out, the big ones.
Oh.
Where you can keep them from freezing.
And it moves?
Well, no, what it does is they actually put propellers and some do heating so you can keep the poles in the
I bet they do. They got
I'm
everything.
sure they do, especially with all the work that they do on all the bigger lakes.
Right.
Yeah. Call Minnesota, Dock and Lift. Bricks Boatworks.
What the hell's going on here?
You got some tweets going on the Twitter sphere?
Oh, it's Cody from TGK Automotive. They just want me to confirm my appointment today.
Oh, good.
It's actually Monday. I need an oil change.
I just go to Valvoline for all of my oil changing needs.
Valvoline?
Yeah, there's one right down there from my house.
All right, Tevin.
Let's kick it off.
All right, here we go.
The one segment of the show that my dad never wants me to win.
We got the initials game.
You know, I'm a little disappointed in you, though, Tevin.
Why? Why is that?
And Greg.
Why?
Well, Greg's a stereotypical basketball player.
Yes.
He's 6'4", 160 pounds, soaking wet.
205, but okay.
Same thing. And he dropped out of our fantasy basketball league. And then Matt and I were talking about it. It's like Tevin's a shoe-in. He just looks, you know.
I mean,
you look the part.
I'll be in the league, but it's not. I'll put me down for about as good as I'm doing in our fantasy football league right now.
Well, that's a dynasty.
Yeah, well, my team has gotten wrecked by the IR.
Right, and that happens. So you just got to build. You build through the draft and through trades, through depth. But it's like, I'm pretty sure you can palm a basketball and dunk it, can't you, T-Money?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So, I mean, I think you can probably afford $50 all in, you know, for the champ.
I'll just Venmo whoever's going to win this because I'm not going to win it. But yeah,
That's what I did last year.
I'll be in your league.
Good, he's in. We go live, and he was out before the show. I put him on the spot live. He's in.
Yeah, last year when I won or took second place in our fantasy football, you had all the money and you just kept the $50 for basketball, knowing that there was no chance I was going to win.
Oh, so last year.
Last year.
Yeah. I'm like, shit, I owe you $50?
No.
Damn it.
No, that was one of those where it's like, yeah, you're in last place and you have no intention on being
All right, initials. I'm feeling good. I'm going to win this one for the Chief. He wants me to, Greg.
I know he does.
He does.
He does. He gets pissed off when I win.
All right. So the initials this week are RB.
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 Roll the boat.
Here. Jesus, they're doing great this year as well.
Did we already do this one?
I don't know.
You'll know real soon if we did.
I feel like we might have.
I think we have.
All right, we're picking a different one.
Because it's like I was going to say Ron Burgundy right away, and I'm like, no, I remember doing that one.
How about PS? Does that sound familiar? PS.
I don't think so.
All right, perfect. Then,
Piece of salmon.
and that is correct. Off to a fast start with one. Here we go. Item number 1. PS. Clue number 1. Are infrequently highlighted by mainstream media. Clue number 2. The first one to become a household name, arguably, was in 1972. Clue number 3. Often work under contract. Clue number 4. Often use a pseudonym.
I don't even know what that is.
It's a fake, made-up name.
Thank you.
Clue number 5. Mark Wahlberg played one in a 1997 film. And clue number 6. Donald Trump was a part of a scandal that involved a non-disclosure
Greg.
agreement.
Ponzi scheme?
Incorrect.
Oh. Yes.
To finish up clue number 6, Donald Trump was a part of a scandal that involved a non-disclosure agreement signed by his attorney and one of these. 5, 4, 3, 2.
Mike.
3, 2, 1. Mike, I'm so disappointed. The answer is porn star, ladies and
He
gentlemen.
did play a porn star.
Porn
Damn
star.
it. I couldn't get my Italian Job was the movie I kept thinking.
Okay.
So I was leaning that other way. Dirk Diggler.
Wow.
That's right. It was a great movie.
All right. Item number 2.
I'm disappointed in myself.
Yeah. Clue number 1. Several of these can be seen in 2012's The Dark Knight Rises.
Mike, Pittsburgh Steelers.
Wow. Good for you. 1 clue, 1 point. There we go. Item number 3 for PS. Clue number 1. The first one, in a sense, was on December 6th, 1921.
You should get that right away.
Clue number 2. Was introduced by Frank Patrick because he had become increasingly frustrated. Clue number 3. Often occurs involving just 2 people. Clue number 4.
I was going to say porn star, but that wouldn't make any sense, right?
Is almost always during untimed play. Clue number 5. Often used as a tiebreaker. And clue number 6. is awarded when a team loses a clear scoring opportunity on a breakaway because a foul is committed in ice hockey?
Oh, God. Matt's just shaking.
Greg, penalty shot?
There you go. I was scared for a second. I was like, you guys going to get this one? Here we go.
You said hockey. I blacked
Yeah.
out.
What, right? We've got everybody tied with 1, including Doge.
I'm in it.
Item number 4. Clue number 1 has connections to Ty Burrell, Adam McKay, Keegan Michael Key, and more. Clue number 2 was established in 1855.
Wow.
Clue number 3. Its motto is making life better. Clue number 5. Represented by blue and white. Oh, I skipped clue number 4, which is connected to lions. Clue number 6 is a Big Ten university.
Greg, Penn State.
Correct. Penn State. GBG takes the lead.
What's he talking about?
Yes, they do. Yes, they do.
I don't know.
You're
Don't-
about 10
don't-
minutes too late to a comment there.
And don't put his stuff up anymore. Anyone else?
Ben's is muted.
Yeah.
All right. The next item in PS.
yeah, get some sleep, Matt, or don't, so we can go to the game tomorrow.
Clue number 1 first appeared in 1958. Clue number 2 is over 500 years old. Clue number 3 easily identified by his beard. Clue number 4 wears red pants and a red hat.
I know where they want you to go with this one.
Or it doesn't work.
Yeah.
Clue number 5 he lives in a village and frequently makes elixirs. And last,
Greg, Papa Smurf.
there we go. GBG mid-season form with 3. Not Ben's not here today. Mike and Doge with 1.
Yeah, don't give him any credit.
Let's see what.
Come on.
Here we go. Clue number 1.
Not you.
Founded in 1968. Clue number 2. Had an initial connection with a group from Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
Ooh.
Clue number 3. Connected to a gorilla.
Greg, Phoenix Suns.
That is correct. GBG 1 point away from victory with 4. Mike, you
How did he get 4?
Because he's been buzzing in while you're sleeping, apparently.
You were reading Matt's things. I just ignore Matt.
Jeez. Thanks a lot, Ben.
Let's see. All right. Clue number 1. Introduced in 1974. Clue number 2. The first word implies its size. Clue number 3. Often found in a freezer. Clue number 4. Can be found at some fast food restaurants.
Mike, a Pepsi slushie.
Shockingly, no, that is not the correct answer.
That's crap!
GVG on his own against Doge. Clue number 5. It's often an appetizer or a side dish.
Oh, see, mine just fits every clue.
And lastly, clue number 6. This deep fried seafood is often dipped in cocktails.
Besides that one.
Popcorn shrimp.
Good.
You know what? Let's see.
Give us ding, 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 ding. What do we have for him, Johnny?
Fuck are all my buttons?
You're not in mid-season for him.
Look at
I'm
me.
definitely not.
Your money, you know what else? You're a big winner tonight. You're a big winner.
GVG.
My dad right now would be expecting a fuck off, Greg.
Yeah, he would. This one's for you. Fuck off, Greg. Fog.
Right.
That was
Well, I got one.
Yeah, you did.
So that's a spirit.
It's basically a win.
All right. So now we are moving on. Next segment, which. All right. The twist topics of the week. Topic number 1.
thought you had it.
There we go. All right. Should Urban Meyer, after the little scandalous video coming out, should he be keeping his job as the head coach in Jacksonville?
You go.
All right. So I'm going to ask you a question. Who do you think, and Tevin, chime in, who, not the best, who's the most respected NFL coach, do you think? Like universally respected by his players, other players, because I'll throw it out there.
Mike Tomlin.
Thank you. That's exactly who I was going to say. You would
go there, Tevin.
You wouldn't find Mike Tomlin hiring a guy who has issues, a strength and conditioning coach who's got issues in the past with, racism. He wouldn't have been seen in a situation like this. He's all about winning and the reputation of the organization that he represents. Urban Meyer is the opposite of that. So should they get rid of him? Yes, because he doesn't represent what you would want in a coach. Because I guarantee you can go for an offensive coach, a defensive coach, but the owners want a Mike Tomlin. They'll put up with a Bill Belichick because he wins. You'll put up with some other guys, but you want a Mike Tomlin. So what Urban Meyer is the exact opposite of that. So should he lose his job based on everything he's done, including what he did on Sunday night? Yes, he should lose his job, and he should lose it right now. And you should bring in a coach like, use an interim coach and then throw all the money that Dabo Swinney wants to bring him in. Or
You go college again, though?
you bring in someone that can work with your number one draft pick.
Yeah, they won't.
No.
Should they? Maybe. See, to me, when you're married and you do stuff like that, like, that's bad. Like, if he was just Urban Meyer, no wife, or lost his wife like Zimmer did or whatever, like, that's fine, because I'm more of the parent, do as I say, not as I do.
Yeah.
So I think you can do that from a coaching aspect, but like you brought up with the strength and condition, like, right off the bat, before any football even got played, you're making moves like that. Like, that's bad, but it's just, you're the laughing stock if you already, because those two are kind of tied together, Trevor Lawrence and Urban Meyer.
Yeah.
And I was excited. He's a Florida guy. They're in Jacksonville, and yeah, I don't know. It's a mess. But just get rid of it now.
Yeah. Because it's not
what it is.
You're not going to get free agents that want to come there, and you might. I mean, you might have guys that will take a 1-year deal to play with Trevor Lawrence. That's my mom.
Yeah.
My mom's
Way to go. Where's my love, Terry? Come on. We're basically best friends now.
You can tell that my mom doesn't watch the show a lot because that looked like she was surprised that I won the initials game.
Where was her picture, too?
I know. Well, she probably blocked it out.
Oh.
She's changing it. But no, I think that, and by the way, I saw like it was a part of a podcast or an interview or something where Shad Khan was on discussing this. He looks like a used car salesman.
Yeah.
He,
An NFL owner, billionaire?
Yeah.
No.
The only thing that the only thing that was missing was like a bunch of gold necklaces,
rings.
gold rings with different colored rocks on the inside, like a green one, like the Infinity Stone from the Avengers.
Oh, yep. Fire him. Next.
All right, next.
All right, next topic. Will you be listening to the Pete Rose Gambling Podcast?
Yes.
Absolutely.
I thought that was so fantastic. That's why I threw it on here. I'm like, he can't get into the Hall of Fame because he bets on baseball. And he's like, you know what? I'm just going to come up with a gambling podcast.
That is, there are very few podcasts that I would listen to before that one.
Sorry, Sean Sorrow, your profit parlay. It's going to be Pete Rose's something or other for our bets.
And is it like him just breaking down like the art of gambling and like on today sports today, or is he doing like, is he going to open up a vein about how he used to?
No. It won't be about that. It'll be gambling.
But people like me are going to listen to it because we want him to say things like, well, I would have never done this.
And he probably will.
Yeah.
Pete Rose is like that.
Yeah.
Like, he's going to, he knows he's not ever getting into the Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
So it's like.
Yeah. When what was his name? Faye Vincent. When Faye Vincent died and Bart Giamatti, when they both passed on, those were the commissioner and his assistant that were part of that.
Okay.
So they knew that he was never going to get in during their lifespan. But now that they're gone, You know, it was like if he had a chance, Bud Selig would have been the guy, you know, that would have let him in because he's more progressive, but he's still not in. So he's never getting in.
No.
All right. Next up, is the Yankees losing in game 163 the best thing that has happened in sports this year?
Yes.
Okay.
I hate the Yankees.
The Bucks winning for me is big time, but watching the Yankees lose with Garrett Cole on the mound,
That was the best part of it.
that was the best part. You
Right.
spent you throw this guy more money than he deserves. Everyone was critical of the decision to give him all that money, and they openly said we're not, you know, we don't care what he does in the regular season. He's a playoff pitcher.
Yep.
And then to blow it.
And to the Red Sox.
Yeah.
In your face.
I mean, it's not like he gave up a run here, run there, and he pitched 8 innings and gave up 6, and you would look back at the game and be like, wow, he gave up 6 runs. It was in 3 innings.
It pissed me off more, too, that the Twins just had such a bad year because the Yankees are the Twins killers. It's like, so they could have lost, and we would have just dodged them. They would have been bounced in one game.
Yep.
That was our shot.
Yep.
All right, next up. The QB class this year was supposed to be the next best thing, greatest QB class ever. How is it looking to you guys so far? Living up to the hype?
Why don't you?
No. So, yeah, I got the stats here. We'll start with Russell Wilson, 4 touchdowns, 8 picks, 925 yards, a QBR of...
You said Russell Wilson. You mean Zach Wilson?
Right.
Okay.
Yep. His white brother.
His white brother.
A QBR of 25, quarterback rating. Trevor Lawrence, 5 touchdowns, 7 picks, 873 yards, QBR of 36.3. Justin Fields hasn't started since the beginning, but 0 touchdowns, 2 picks, 347 yards, a QBR of 16.9. Yikes. Mac Jones, 4 touchdowns, 4 picks, 1,012 yards, QBR, the best of the group, besides Trey Lance, 48.5. Davis Mills is on here. Nobody cares about him. Trey Lance, 3 touchdowns, 0 picks, 162 yards, QBR of 56. The trouble with good quarterbacks going low in the draft is they go to bad teams.
Yeah.
You know, the best quarterbacks that develop and do well are like Pat Mahomes, who they trade up for. The Chiefs are already a good team with good weapons. They trade up, get their guy. So I've liked Trey Lance the best out of the group because he's in the best situation and he has the highest upside. We all know what Trevor Lawrence is. Yet to see really what Justin Fields or Zach Wilson are. But, yeah, I mean, I still think that the talent is there. It's going to take 5 years before we really know.
Yeah, I think that Trey Lance is in the best situation, like you said, because he doesn't have to play. I think ideally,
He's starting Sunday.
well, you know, but he was, when you said 3 touchdowns that he has, it's on like 8 plays.
Well, 2 were rushing
Yeah.
when he wasn't, and then last week he had one when he came in at halftime. He
Yeah.
had a bomb to Deebo Samuel. But, yeah.
But it's that the thing is if you're going to, like, to your credit, is you said they go to bad teams. Well, of course. Well, that's another reason why I don't think it would be the worst thing to fire Urban Meyer. You know, take this season and, you know, shit the bed on it and then trade up. I mean, you have picks, like, get rid of your first or second or third overall pick to a team that needs that. Bring in yourself two established linemen, maybe a defensive guy, and, you know, next year's first round pick or trade first round picks. Or
Well,
whatever.
if they do bad, that Evan Neal out of Alabama, he's a left tackle, like 6'7", just a freak.
Because, you know, it's like I was listening to my boy Sinekin this morning on the way in, and they were talking about what's the biggest difference between the Packers and the Vikings. And it's culture. It's you have one team that expects to win the division, another team that hopes to. But what does that come down to? Linemen. We just keep bringing in linemen that can protect. So, you know, is Aaron Rodgers one of the 5 greatest quarterbacks of all time? Well, I think we put him in a good situation because you have guys like Bakhtiari, you know, these other guys that can block for him.
Yeah.
Whereas you have a guy like Cousins who could be a really good quarterback, but he's running for his life half the time. So you never really know.
Well, the difference between the Vikes and the Packers, you listen to local Minnesota sports talk radio, and the talk is, can we make the playoffs?
Yeah.
You listen to Wisconsin sports talk radio, and it's, are we going to win the Super Bowl?
Yeah.
Those are your two.
Yeah.
We're trying to inch into the playoffs, where the playoffs are expected for your team.
Mm-hmm.
It's Super Bowl or bust, especially with Rodgers in his last year. So
Yeah, and it's so back to what we were talking about with the quarterbacks now is you need to build a culture, and you start, the closer you are to the ball. That's what you need to start with. There are so many wide receivers in the league right now that you can grab some, and you already have a good one. You have a top 5 type wide receiver.
Yeah.
In Justin Jefferson, you have a great secondary guy that take pressure off of him, and then you got Osborne, who's still doing well. You need to focus on your line, or you're never going to be that good, and that's what these teams are realizing with these rookie quarterbacks.
And we're trying. We drafted a left tackle in the first round. Brian O'Neill, second rounder. What was that last year? Ezra Cleveland in the second round. We took Bradbury in the first. It's like you can try, but you have to have an eye for talent, and you got to get the right guys.
And that's why I think that you can have the greatest quarterback. I mean, Trevor Lawrence we won't know for a couple of years because he's running for his life.
Right.
I mean, I told when Justin Fields started that game, I told Matt immediately, I don't care how much money you have, put it on the Browns. The Browns are going to kill him. Literally, and they get 9 sacks on him.
Yeah.
It's just
we've seen Trevor Lawrence perform.
Yes.
We know he's good.
Yeah.
I'm not hearing that, it's the NFL. No, he can perform at a very high level. He just needs to be protected.
Yeah. And all 5 of these guys are, can play well. It's just they need people around them, and it starts with being able to block for him.
Correct.
Yep. And then last one for the day, we have marry, date, kill. Josh Allen, Justin Herbert, Joe Burrow.
Okay, I'm gonna start off with the kill.
Let's kill him first.
I'm gonna kill Burrow
I'm killing Burrow too.
because, and it's not.
He's dead.
Yeah, I don't have faith in the Bengals.
Out of those, I like Burrow, and I like what the Bengals are doing, but we got to kill one.
Yeah,
So he's dead.
yeah. I'm gonna date Josh Allen because he's too inconsistent. And I'm not just going to marry Justin Herbert because he's on my dynasty team, which helps. But I just think that he's played the most consistent against the best talent.
I'm gonna go opposite.
Okay.
I'm gonna marry Josh Allen just because he's flashier. I think his upside's more. I want that on my arm candy.
Oh.
Where Justin Herbert might end up being better. He's more consistent. Which is probably better for a marriage, but yeah, I want the hotter chick, so Josh Allen it is.
And we are moving right along to the Twist History segment.
Oh shit! That's
It's a real good one. Aren't they all, though?
on this day in history.
October 9th, 1701. Collegiate School of Connecticut. Yale University was chartered in New Haven. 1701. People have been going to college that long.
Yeah, it's a long time ago.
That's incredible. 1781. Americans under George Washington and the French under, what is that? Comte de Rochambeau. Yep. Begin bombardment of Yorktown, the last battle of the American Revolutionary War. Did you know that was today?
I did not know that it was today.
You knew all about that, though.
Well, I knew that it was Yorktown.
Yeah.
I didn't know when it was.
Let's skip the century. 1876, the first two-way telephone conversation. First over outdoor wires.
Wow.
That's cool. 1909.
How do you react to emojis?
Why am I getting laughed at?
'Cause
I think it was from your I want the hotter chick for Joe Burrow, Josh Allen, and
Oh, God, you are just slow to the game to Money Jones. 1909, Ty Cobb steals home in the World Series game. The World Series was going on in 1909.
Oh,
And it's October.
yeah.
It's unbelievable.
Yeah, when he stole home, he also went cleats up. He was an ass.
Yeah, Greg was there. 1915, Woodrow Wilson becomes the first U.S. president to attend a World Series game.
Look at that.
1947, another telephone thing. The first telephone conversation between a moving car and a plane.
Wow.
Yeah. Mic drop. 1961, U.S. members of the Communist Party obliged to report themselves to the police. Here in 2021, we're still waiting for the Communist Party to report themselves. 1986, The Late Show with Joan Rivers premieres on Fox. First woman to host a U.S. late night TV talk show.
That lasted about a week.
See, I was going to say something like that, but I didn't think you'd like that, Greg. 1990, radio stations around the world play Imagine, honoring John Lennon on what would have been his 50th birthday. So that would make him what? 71?
Wait, when was he born?
90.
90, he would have been 50.
Yep.
So 71, yeah.
Happy birthday, John Lennon. 1990, Saddam Hussein threatened.
No, 80. 81.
Oh, yeah, we're in 21.
It's 31 years since.
Right.
90. Yeah. God, have I been out of high school for a while?
Oh, Saddam Hussein threatens to hit Israel with a new missile. When I was typing this up, I'm like, I just remember all the time when Saddam Hussein this, Saddam Hussein that. Like,
And he lost his head.
yeah, so they found him in a hole with a bunch of money and guns.
Good for him.
1992 action thriller film. This is one of Greg's favorite movies, Under Siege, directed by Andrew Davis, starring Steven Seagal in his most famous role, is released.
Okay. Funny fact about that movie. I've never seen it.
No way.
I've seen Under Siege 2 Dark Territory about 1 million times. But I never actually saw the whole thing. I know it's on like a Navy ship, and I've seen bits and pieces of it, but I've never actually seen the whole thing.
Wow. Fun fact. 1996, Howard Stern's book Miss America was released in paperback.
Huh.
And last but certainly not least, 2015, Selena Gomez releases her studio album Revival. Where did it go on the Billboard 200, Tevin? It went 1.
Number 1.
So
Yep.
do you remember where you were the day that it was released? Is that
I do.
That was a period of my life that I don't remember a whole lot of.
2015, yes. That's all I got.
Nice.
all right?
You got learned.
Now we're going to get learned to the NFL Power Rankings.
Power rankings.
Oh, here we go.
Here we go.
You do a top 10? I'll do my 10 through 6. I got coming in at number 10, GBG's Green Bay Packers
Seems a little high.
at 3-1.
Or low.
Yeah, right. Look at the teams. At number 9, I have the Chiefs
Okay.
at 2-2. Cowboys at 3-1 at number 8. The Ravens at 3-1 at number 7, and the Browns at 3-1 at 6. So I like all those teams better than the Pack.
Wow. Okay, and I'm just cheating. Okay. I have the Cowboys at 10. I have the Bills at 9.
Wow.
Too inconsistent.
Wow.
Cardinals at 8. Packers at 7.
And 6.
Oh. Who did I have at 6?
You gave me the look like it was going to be the Vikings or
Chiefs.
something. Chiefs at 6. So your 9 is my 1.
Yeah.
I got the Chargers at 5, the Bucks at 4, the Cards at 3. I can't put a 4-0 team at number 9, Greg.
Hold on, I'm changing mine.
The Rams at 2, and I have the Bills at 1. I think the Bills are going to give the Chiefs a run for their money this weekend and maybe win. I think you're underestimating that team. Their defense is elite.
Hold on, I'm changing mine.
This is like Matt trying to change his picks 3 days later.
Nope. Yep. Nope. All right, hold on.
Packers, Chiefs, Cowboys, Ravens, Browns, Chargers, Bucks, Cards, Rams, and Bills at number 1.
I have Ravens, Browns, Chargers, Tampa Bay, then the Rams. I think that the Rams are the real deal.
The Rams are the real deal.
That's not 10, GBG.
No, he changed his top 5.
Yeah, I changed my top 5. I moved it.
Ravens, Browns, Tampa Bay, Rams, and who?
Chargers.
Oh, Chargers.
Yeah.
Yeah, Chargers have to be in the top 5 when you beat Kansas City.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I think that the best pickup has been Stafford by far.
but yeah, that was great. We talked about that on the
Yeah.
show like a month ago.
Yeah,
They
I
did
just-
it in Cabo over drinks.
Yeah, and I think that it's proven to be that he's just always been an elite quarterback. He just needed a decent team around him.
Oh, could you imagine?
And he played like crap on Monday.
Yeah.
Or
But he-
Thursday. Yeah, Thursday.
Yeah, but it was good enough.
Yeah, they won.
Yeah.
So who's is better, Tevin?
I would say probably Mike's.
Yep, I knew it.
Probably Mike's.
Because it is.
Yours is more I'll give you credit. Yours is more consistent. You go by, you're like,
Yeah.
your record
feel like
reflects your top 5.
I'm
or your
still
top 10.
skeptical on the Cardinals, just a tiny bit, just because they're new in the flash in the pan. But
I'm skeptical too, but they're 4-0,
yeah.
so I got them at 3.
We'll learn a lot this week about them.
Right?
But it is nice to see different teams kind of.
I'd love to
working
see
up
Trey
in their-
Lance go in
up
and
in their top
whoop
10s, like
them.
the Browns. When's the last time the Browns have been in anybody's power rankings higher than 30?
Last year.
Okay, like what I'm saying. Recently, they're normally
Recently's last year.
Well, no, I mean,
I know, though.
But in all honesty, even when they were fighting to be in the top 10. Whereas
Yeah.
now they're obviously in the top 10.
No, that's true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They were proving themselves.
Yeah.
And now they're proven.
And I mean, they can still win a game even when Baker Mayfield, shits the bed.
Sucks, yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, and anybody listening, make sure you comment. Tell us whose top 10 list was better. Submit your own top 10 lists. We'll
Yeah,
post them
share
on
the
thing.
show.
Share it. Do all that good shit.
Come on.
All right.
I gotta get on Matt's.
Oh, yeah.
Now it is time for, you've heard of Benzi's Bets. This is even better. This is Papa's Profit Parlays. Who's calling Ben's Papa? I don't know, but
No, I don't think he's Papa.
just for the alliteration.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, PPP?
Yeah. All right. So here's what we got. We got a 3-team parlay, and I'll explain after we do it. Because Mike was like, I don't even want to explain this. So
I
it's,
can't.
So it's Tennessee minus 4.5, Arizona minus 4.5, and the over in the Bills-Chiefs game. So essentially, you have to win all 3 of these bets in order to win. So if you put $50 of your own hard-earned money down, you would win $271. And those are tough games. So Tennessee minus 4.5, Arizona minus 4.5, and then the Bills-Chiefs over, which I think is 57 points is a lot. But for those of you who want to learn about gambling, if you ever bet the under in a game, you will die by the time you're 50 of a heart attack.
1,000%.
There's only 2 things you should ever do with an over-under. Bet the over or don't bet the game. Because once a game is over, you win.
Right.
It can be in the second quarter. But
Yeah, in 57, they just, both put up 30. That's
exactly. But if you bet the under in a game, you have to watch the entire game, and then you're always worried about last-second field goals and fumbles and flea flickers and fumble rooskies and all that stuff. Don't ever bet the under, ever. Just walk away from the game. But in this game, we got a 3-team parlay. Take it to the bank. Let's see if Matt actually, does it, or if that's one of those where we just took a screenshot of it.
Well, he got him from Sean.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Sean's doing them.
Sean's
It's a power move.
nice.
All right.
Well, there you go.
There we go.
Bet all 3, win the parlay. Papa's
Now-
Profit Parlay. Say that 3
Papa's-
times
If you only win
fast.
2 of the 3, you lose.
Right.
Yep. And now, we're kicking it over to GBG for the official NFL.
Oh, I'm excited for this.
All right. So first of all, for those of you keeping score at home, obviously we talked about earlier, we haven't had a show since the season started. Plus, by the way, the Packers have not lost a game since my dad died.
Wow.
They are
Death is undefeated.
They are 3-0 since the Chief went to the big press box in the sky. So, but
Hold on. So the fantasy football, which we're getting to next, we're doing the Polar Plunge.
yep,
The 3 losers.
yep.
The NFL Pick'em. I lost last year and did a mustache. Did we figure out what we're doing?
We haven't decided on that. We can't do a mustache because Tevin can't grow facial hair.
No, yeah, we're not doing.
I'm winning this, so that's, you guys can pick out whatever you guys want to do.
Well, as of right now, you're not even winning after 4 weeks.
Let's
So
go second half of the season team.
okay.
But yeah, and this just goes to the loser has to do it. So we got to figure out. You still owe us a dress.
Yes.
So I haven't forgotten about that.
You still owe me a water fish.
Yeah,
bowl.
I do owe
Yeah.
you a fishbowl bet.
Yeah.
So next time I'll bring the bowl, you bring the dress.
Got it.
Deal. So we'll figure that out.
Yeah.
So let's see who's up here.
After
and then
4
we'll get to our
weeks.
picks.
After 4 weeks, we have Mike in the lead. At
Yes!
11-9.
Woo! Fuck you, Tevin.
Second place alone is Matt at 10-10.
Wow. So
And
I'm up
then-
by a game.
You're up by a game, and you are up 2 games. Both Tevin and I are at 9 and 11. So we are 2 games behind you.
That's Matt is just running around naked. Shave the head.
Yeah, Carrie says we get a haircut for the loser.
No.
You see Greg's hair? Look at that thing.
at
Tevin's basically bald already.
I was gonna say, Tevin, you wouldn't even know. He would shave his head, wear a hat for 4 days. and it would
I'm
be
sure.
back to the way
I'm
it is.
sure she's meaning like bick. There's no way I'm bicking my head.
No, my ears stick out too much.
I'm not doing that. And that's easy too. Like the mustache sucked.
Yeah,
That was like a buzzed head. Like I used to just do that as a hairstyle.
but I got to give you credit though. When you did the mustache, you did the hat with it. I mean, you looked like
Yeah. Well, yeah, I did it.
straight up.
I was trying to-
1970s Italian mobster.
See, I want to do more like loser has to run across 35.
Congratulations, you lost in the NFL picks. And
Yeah.
you also might get hit by a car.
Right. Or a semi or whatever. Like extreme. I want to go extreme. But I also want to. I'm also
I was gonna
winning
say-
right now.
I was gonna say Mike wants to go extreme because he's up by a game on Matt.
Right. Yeah.
So-
Run across. Last year was a mustache. This year you got to run by semis. Sounds about
You
right.
got to play Frogger across 35W Bridge.
We'll figure it out. Keep spitting ideas though.
Yeah,
I like it.
Yeah, let's throw out more ideas. We'll figure some out.
All right. Let's get the picks.
Here we go. So week 5. By the way, I already made my picks, and I already have Matt's. So I'm gonna go with you guys, and I'll tell you how we did.
Okay.
Cardinals, 49ers. Cardinals are 4.5-point favorites. Tevin,
I'll take the Cardinals.
Mikey,
I'll take the Cardinals too. I'm rooting for San Fran, but for the bets, I'll take the Cardinals.
Matt also took the Cardinals. I took the 49ers.
Ooh,
Give
there's
me
a
the
game
points.
up. Okay.
All right. Chiefs minus 2.5 over the Bills. What?
I'm taking the Bills.
I'm gonna go safe. I'm gonna take the Chiefs.
Matt also took the Chiefs. I took the Bills.
Ooh, we're gonna have some shaking up.
Raiders minus 5.5 over the Bears.
Raiders.
Yeah.
That is a clean sweep for the Raiders, which means that the Bears will probably cover.
Yeah.
Yep.
Packers minus 3 over the Bengals.
Yeah, give me the Packers. It hurts to say, but I have to go with the Packers.
I'll take the Pack.
That is another clean sweep.
I
Everyone took the
figured it
Packers.
would. That's why I did.
Yeah. And then we have the Vikings minus 10 over the Lions.
This is tough.
It is tough because it's 10.
That's a lot of cheddar.
Yeah.
Right.
We'll either we most likely will play terrible, but still find a way to win. But I don't think we're gonna blow anybody out. You know what? Fuck that.
Yeah.
Put me down for the Vikings
There you go.
with the points. Let's go.
Our offense has shown
Score.
we can put up, and I
Yeah.
think we will. They're 3 of 5 offensive linemen down. I think we'll win by more than 10. Vikes.
The 3 of you guys took the Vikes. I took the Lions for the exact reason you guys were talking about. I think they're going to win, but I don't think it's going to be by more than 10.
Yeah. No, they're gonna.
That's a lot of points.
It's a lot of cheddar.
All right. From seeing how we stack up in picks to seeing how we stack up in fantasy football. Here.
So we do have this. So the 3 losers will be plunging, hopefully off ice this time.
Yeah, last year was cheap.
I'd really like you guys.
It
to
was
get the
still
full
cold.
experience.
It was freezing.
And I think I caught hepatitis from Lake Calhoun.
Yeah, you're not the first one that's probably done that.
All right. So real quick, Tevin, you drafted Irv Smith Jr. as your backup.
Yep.
So I slid in the best available in Noah Fant. Do you like that?
Okay, that works.
So
that works.
You have Kelsey. I'm hoping,
Yep.
that you probably don't have to use him. But also for GBG, that doesn't matter. He's your backup. What else? I had to swap out J.K. Dobbins because he's out for Swift as my bench. But here we go. Week 1, Tevin and I faced off. Tevin won.
Straight.
GBG also won week 1. GBG and I faced off in week 2. I won. And Tevin beat Benz.
There we go.
I beat Benz in week 3. GBG beat Tevin.
No.
Week 4, I got my revenge and beat Tevin, and GBG is sweeping Ben. So as of now, I am 3-1. GBG is 3-1. Tevin is 2-2. Benzie is 0-4.
Benzie has already been mathematically eliminated.
0-4, and
With
we
the
only
swimming
played
trunks
10 weeks. That was the first thing when he's like, I'm sick, I'm not coming. I'm like, oh, I can't rub his nose in 0-4.
Wow.
Yeah, it's going to be tough. Is he literally mathematically eliminated?
No. But
close.
it's going to be very difficult for him.
Yeah, so Tevin, you face off against him this week. GBG and I face off. So I already had a nice showing by DK Metcalf.
What really sucks is that if the polar plunge goes when it normally does, it's usually like mid to late February when there's still ice on the ground.
Yeah.
Matt will probably contract every possible virus known to man after. So we won't have a show for the next 6 months with him after that.
That's right.
Because if he's sidelined because Taylor had a sniffle.
Yeah, and in Twist Nation, Ben's won last year, so he was the only one out of the three of us that didn't plunge. So regardless of who wins, he just can't. So this was great news.
Yeah.
He's plunging.
Yeah.
So I loved that. So 3-1, me 3-1, GBG 2-2, Tevin 0-4, Mr. Sick.
You have to try to be that bad.
That's bad. Yeah, I put up, I forget what it was, week 1, and it was like 30 points. It was so bad. So bad. Like, I wouldn't have beat anybody. It was just, gross.
All right, and now we are moving on to Would You Rather.
Oh, yes.
Good segment.
Finish off strong.
Finishes strong. First up, would you rather play indoors? And this is sports edition. Would you rather play sports such as football indoors or outdoors?
Indoors for comfortability.
I was going to say indoors.
Yeah.
I can't think of a sport that I would rather play outdoors.
Football was fun back in the day and like the rain but it still sucked.
Yeah.
I'll say if there's no weather involved, I'd rather play outside than inside. But if it's cold and rainy, no, I need to be inside.
Yeah, and if I'm picking this is your season, where do you want to play? It's indoors.
Yeah.
But yeah, a nice beautiful day outside, of course.
Yeah.
All right, number 2, would you rather retire for a year?
Yes.
Or play but not score for a season?
So like MJ. Retiring for a year.
Yep. Or you're just on the team, but you're not contributing at all.
No, I'll play because I want to get paid.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's a rough year.
I'll play. Everyone's had a down year. No one's been an all-star every year.
All right.
Yeah. Because you don't want to retire and come back.
Yeah.
No. It worked for Jordan. Would you rather peak early or late in your career?
Here's the thing. From a financial standpoint, peak late.
No, you want to peak early because you get paid.
Or you can.
It's like the running back
Well, what
contracts.
What sport? Because baseball players, that's guaranteed money. I'd rather peak late because then they'll pay you when you're 45 and you don't give a shit. But no, I get what you're saying. Yeah.
Like football, if you're a running back, you peak early, you're awesome, you get paid, and then you suck.
Yeah.
You're rich.
Yeah.
Same with basketball. You're all working for that second contract because you're on your rookie. So I'm peaking early.
Yeah, I'm with you. Okay, peak early.
And are we saying you peak early and then you keep that level? Like if LeBron James peaked early in his career and stayed the same LeBron James all his career, or is it you were terrible at first and then?
Well, I'm guessing you're peak too early
and then you die off.
You die off rather than you kind of gradually get good.
Because look at guys like Carmelo Anthony or like Tracy McGrady. They were all-stars in their first 5 years, and they're still in the league now.
Mm-hmm. Well,
McGrady's not, but
Carmelo,
yeah. But I mean, so they're still making some serious cheddar this late in their career. Yeah, I'd go early because you can always say, "Hey, look what I did before."
Right. Yep. Yeah. And then everybody always thinks they can get you back to the old.
Right.
Yeah. Everybody likes to fix somebody. Would you rather coach a game wearing a suit or a polo?
A suit.
Yeah, I'm going old school.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Would you rather sweat an embarrassing amount or need to hydrate every 5 minutes?
Hydrate.
Yeah. Yeah, I have this.
Are we still coaching? So you're on camera on the sideline, just God, look at Coach Reeves.
Just hitting the meat sweats.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, I drink a lot of water anyway. I do not like that feel of just sweat.
No, I definitely would go with the hydration.
Right.
Would you rather take the game-winning shot or give the assist to a teammate?
Game-winning
Take
shot.
the shot.
Yeah,
Would you rather?
glory, please.
No one ever remembers the guy who passed him.
Right.
the ball.
Not at all. Would you rather play a game in the rain or in the snow?
Snow.
No.
Rain's too slippery.
Yeah. That's too many ankles.
Yeah.
Would you rather have a shoe, like a shoe deal, or an award named after you?
Shoe. You know I would.
I want the award named after me.
That's like a bucket list. Like, I want my own shoe.
Yeah, I would say I would
do.
go with the award because people are gonna hoist up the Lombardi Trophy forever. Nobody's wearing like
Jordans. What do you mean?
Lombardi.
That is it. That's an award
Lombardi
on your
shoes.
feet.
Well, okay.
Eventually, they're gonna die away.
I was going to say, in the spirit of would you rather, the example that you guys and myself have been bringing up every time has been Jordan. So it's like, okay, that's the one-off.
Right, but think of like Shaq shoes.
Yeah, no one.
Those are at Walmart now. LeBron's.
Yeah.
They're
Stephon
all
Marbury had a
hideous.
deal.
If it's
Yeah.
like, would you like a normal life or Michael Jordan's life? Everyone's going to go with Jordan.
Like even a lot of the players now are doing Jordan brand deals. Like Zion shoe is a Jordan,
Yeah.
but like, and it looks fine until you put it on because I was gonna buy a pair, and it's so wide at the toe and it's got this weird like I don't know why they did that, but yeah, no, I don't care what it is. I'd take a shoe deal with any shoe company out there
Asics.
if you're listening. I'd like it.
He said Asics.
Yeah,
Would
the Reeves Asics.
you rather
Let's go.
have one exceptional non-sport talent or be in a slightly above average athlete?
Well, I already have exceptional talents outside of sports, so I know what that feels like.
Okay. I'm going to say
Yikes.
here's the thing. I'm going to say
I'll just wait.
I'm going to say exceptional talent outside of sports because I always think that my roommate in college could play 11 different instruments. So at any party,
He's still single
no, he's married.
to his
But,
cousin.
So I always think that it'd be the coolest thing to just walk into someone's house at a party. Oh, is that a guitar? You just start playing the guitar.
Don't
And you
be
just-
that guy.
Well,
You
it's
can't
like
be that guy.
Yeah, but that's one thing, Greg. But like, if you walk into a house and there's a flute and it's like, oh, do 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 do, like
yeah, but no one's gonna do
11 instruments. Nobody needs to know how to do 11 instruments. I get what you're saying, but pick a different talent.
it. Well,
Like you eat an absurd amount of calories.
which is
That's an
amazing
exceptional talent.
I don't know why, but I thought you were going to actually give him a compliment. Like, no, you do this one thing really well.
You eat
can
more
eat-
calories
you can
than
eat a-
humanly possible.
Eat a tremendous amount of food and still be alive.
Right. And just a twig. 205 pounds. There you go.
Yeah, and I think it would also depend on what slightly above average, like what level you're slightly above average. Because if you're like a slightly above average NBA player, like you can.
Well,
be in
yeah,
the
then
league
you
for
need to
years. Like,
claim
but
a
if it's-
$45,000 root canal because you're not making any money. Glenn Davis was a slightly above average player. Like all those players in that ring were
Right.
probably slightly above and apparently didn't make enough money and are now all going to go to prison.
They're all going to go to prison for insurance fraud.
Right.
All right, last one. Would you rather coach a local school or a private club?
Local. Yeah.
Yeah, I've done both with high
Here we
school kids, and I would rather go with the local kids because when you go private, then there's just too much politics and too much
Yeah, you
parent
played
interference.
private. Yeah.
There's too much parent interference. Every parent, when you have to pump your own money in, every parent thinks that their kid's the next LeBron. Whereas if you go local, it's just we just play the best kids. You try out, and then this is what it is. So yeah, I would stay local.
All
too.
right. And Becky wants to know, when will you guys be having a show bringing on guests? She said it needs to happen. We got any guests booked coming up?
What does she mean by that?
Like when we bring it on, when we
Guests, like we have like Arif Hassan, Gus
or
Farrat.
like the time that we had on Laval.
Yeah, he wants to come back.
Let's bring Laval back.
Yeah, get Lava back.
Becky, I'll book something for you. Are we not enough?
Unless she's meaning like having listeners come on. We can have listeners call in.
And the other thing is, I think that we all just need to be amazed right now that she's actually watching the show.
Yeah, no, I saw that. I was, bravo.
I mean, she loves me. I get that, but not the biggest sports fan.
You know, Steen's Facebook got hacked, and this was months ago, so he's not able to watch.
That's too bad.
I'm like, why don't you make another one?
Then make another account.
Mine got hacked, and I just had to jump through hoops, and I think he just like, he's like, well, I talked to him about it yesterday. Well, they're the ones that need to do it. It's like, well, no, you need to do it. You need to get your account. Facebook's not going to do it for you, Steve.
Yeah, what are they going to send over a service tech for your free Facebook account?
Right.
We need Steen's account.
I'm like, I'll do it for you, bud. But yeah, you can find us on YouTube at Twist Sports Talk, on all the podcast platforms, Twist Sports Talk, social media at Twist Sports Talk. You can find us everywhere, just not live. Facebook is the only place where you can get us live.
I mean, we can go live to YouTube if you'd like.
Oh.
Then pretty soon we're going to be live.
We're going to be live on YouTube. Next
doing
show,
big things.
episode 73.
All right. And lastly, but certainly not least, we have GBG's final thoughts where he puts a wrap on the show. Take it away, GBG.
All right. So obviously we started off the show by talking about my dad passing away, the Chief. And here's the thing is my dad was the biggest fan of this show, and it wasn't because my dad loved listening to sports talk. My dad had a connection with Tevin from the time he met him because one of Tevin's coaches was a friend of my dad's in college. So they just had this connection from the start. And it wasn't that my dad, like I said, loved our friendship. What he loved was the fact that my dad was a retired police chief and football coach. And what my dad did throughout his entire life was try to mold young boys into men. And we, the three of us, are tragic stories. We, whether it was getting caught up in the world of addiction or making mistakes that got us in trouble with the law. But we all came back from that. And that's what my dad was a fan of. My dad was a fan of, Matt going to prison and then becoming a homeowner. Mike having, his run-ins with the law and then becoming an amazing father. And then me becoming the son that he always knew I could be. That's what my dad was a fan of. It wasn't so much twist here. It was what we became. And one of the last things my dad actually wanted to do before he passed away was he wanted us to write a book. And it was because that's the way he was. He wanted everyone to know about what we had done as men and what we had become. And for that, I will always be in debt to him and always be appreciative of what he thought of us. I love you, Dad.
Love you, Chief. D. McCash putting the real wrap on the show. Thanks for tuning in, Twist Nation. Episode 72 in the books. We'll see you soon, hopefully full strength. Have a great weekend. Skol Vikes. Go Gophers. Sky-ma. Row the boat.
We talking sports with a twist, no script. Legends coming through on the guest list. TC, Minnesota, land of the lakes. Boo, Green Bay. That's all I gotta say. Yelling skull with the woes, you know we don't play. We get wild every single day. We got our flaws, but we love our saints. Twist Nation, going like